Welcome back. Now, just a day after the apex court questioned DMK leader Udayanidhi Stalin over his remarks on Sanatan Dharma, senior DMK leader A. Raja is once again in the eye of the storm with some controversial remarks on Lord Ram. Now, the controversial minister, of course, has claimed that the people of Tamil Nadu would not accept slogans like Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Congress leader has also made similar statements in somewhat of a recurring theme. The BJP pronounced on the BJP really here pouncing on the golden opportunity to target the opposition once again over Sanatan slander. BJP MP Ravi Shankar Prasad here launched a scathing attack on A. Raja and claimed that the questioning of the very idea of India and humiliating Hindu gods has become the hallmark of India bloc's agenda. Time and again, he says, we have seen the opposition leaders come out and criticize a particular faith, and despite having seen the impact of such slogans in the assembly polls barely about 3 months ago, where Congress was ousted from power in 3 states, the India bloc right now seems to be in no hurry to course correct itself. To put things in perspective here, BJP won over 80% of the seats in the Hindi heartland in 2014. In 2019, it bettered its tally to nearly 85%. Now, we should also note that close to 200 out of the 225 seats has been won in the northern states. Tonight on South Speaks, we ask that are the southern states, which pride themselves on really progressive politics, falling into the same trap again and again? Now, are they giving the BJP lethal ammo, which they are definitely going to use to its fullest potential in the north and probably in different parts of south as well? So let's, in fact, open this up. We have multiple guests joining us today. But before we go to the guests, let's listen in to some of the reactions that came in earlier in the day.
உதயநிதி ஸ்டாலின் அவர்கள் மென்மையாகத்தான் சொன்னார். மலேரியா போல டெங்கு போல ஒழிக்க வேண்டும் என்று. மலேரியாவுக்கும் டெங்குக்கும் சோசியல் ஸ்டிக்மா இல்ல. அது ஒரு அருவருப்பா சமூகம் பார்க்காது. அருவருவாக பார்க்குற ஒரு சனாதனத்தை சொல்லணும்னா முறைப்படி ஒரு காலத்தில் தொழுநோய் இருந்தது. இப்போ ஹெச்ஐவி இருந்தது. எங்களை பொறுத்தவரை ஹெச்ஐவி தொழுநோயை போல ஹெச்ஐவி போல சமூக அவலம் நிறைந்த ஒரு நோயாகத்தான் நம்ம பார்க்கிறோம்.
ஆனால் நீ சொல்லுகிற கடவுள் இந்த கடவுள் என்றால், இதுதான் ஜெய் ஸ்ரீராம் என்றால், இதுதான் பாரத மாதா கி ஜெய் என்றால், அந்த ஜெய் ஸ்ரீராமனையும் பாரத மாதாவையும் ஒருபோதும் நாங்கள் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள மாட்டோம். தமிழ்நாடு ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளாது. நீ வேணா சொல்லி பார், ராமனுக்கு எதிரி என்ன? ராமனுக்கு எதிரி
मोदी जी ये नहीं चाहते. मोदी जी चाहते हैं मोदी जी चाहते हैं कि आप मोदी जी चाहते हैं कि आप दिन भर मोबाइल पे रहो, जय श्री राम बोलो और भूखे मर जाओ.
पूछ रहा हूं डीएमके से और इंडिया गठबंधन के सहयोगियों से, राम को दुश्मन बताना, क्षमा करें ये शब्द मेरे नहीं है, तो क्या आपकी हिम्मत है कि अन्य पंथों के ईश्वर के बारे में इस तरह की आप अपमानजनक टिप्पणी कर सकते हैं और आपको करने दिया जाएगा? कृपया करके हिंदू सेंटिमेंट को इस तरह से अपमानित नहीं करें.
He's talking secessionism, he's talking in a divisive manner, and that is what the DMK usually does. Now, it should be the call of the Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin, who has taken oath under the Constitution of India to take immediate and strict action against A. Raja for saying India is not a country. Mr. Stalin, you have taken oath under the Constitution of India. Order Mr. A. Raja's.
ये सब वो लोग हैं जो हिंदी को गाली निकालते हैं, हिंदुस्तान को खत्म करने की बात करते हैं, टुकड़ों टुकड़ों में देखते हैं, टुकड़ों टुकड़े गैंग का समर्थन करते हैं. ये वो लोग हैं जो अपने राज्यसभा के सांसद जीतने के बाद पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद के नारे लगाते हैं. ये वो लोग हैं जो भारतीय संस्कृति को कुचलने की बात करते हैं. बनाते तो इंडी गठबंधन है, लेकिन इनका घमंड अहंकार बाहर निकलकर आता है. आखिर ऐसी कौन सी मजबूरी थी कि इनको पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद के नारे लगाने पड़े, टुकड़े टुकड़े गैंग का समर्थन करना पड़ा, और वो भी एक नहीं अनेक बार.
YG Madhuvanthii from the BJP is with us today. We are also going to be joined in very soon by Advocate Umer Junaidi, who is a political analyst. Hareesh Mohamed Ibrahim, political analyst, also is going to be with us. Vijay Grover, senior journalist, also joining us today on the broadcast. Let me take this across first to the BJP. Madhuvanthii, this seems like you've had enough to really use against the opposition. It was Lalu Prasad Yadav's statement earlier. Now it looks like A. Raja is giving the BJP enough ammunition.
Good evening to you and to my fellow panelists also. I don't think we are waiting for them to give us ammunition. They are on self-destruct mode. So I don't really need to worry about what ammunition they give us with regards the statements that they seem to be making. And it's just that one gets better than the other. I am appalled that somebody like Mr. A. Raja, who has also taken oath under the constitution of this country as an MP, is saying that India is not a country, it's a subcontinent. I don't understand what he was trying to communicate to his people during the meeting. And I think the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. M.K. Stalin, who has taken oath under the Constitution of India, has to immediately initiate strict action against somebody from his own party who is a member of parliament, making statements about the nation and country and also about a particular religion. This is not the first time they are doing this. A minister spoke against Sanatan. He has been questioned by the Supreme Court of India, the apex court of this country, and there is no answer. There is not even a slight remorse for what has been said. And then they start about Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. I do not understand. And Mr. Raja says the people of Tamil Nadu will not accept Jai Shri Ram or Bharat Mata Ki Jai. I'm so sorry. I was at the meeting in Palladam in Coimbatore, and yesterday we had a huge rally with our Honorable Prime Minister here in Chennai. And the slogans that were echoing across was only Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. So if he doesn't want to say it, that's his problem. Let him not talk on behalf of the people of Tamil Nadu. I take strict objection to this. And I think this is also a take diversion tactics, because in Tamil Nadu right now, a very, very huge and very important issue is being addressed. The drug cartel that is being exposed day by day, day by day. They do not seem to have answers for any of this. So they want to take a diversion tactics method and talk about India not being a nation or a country and then talk about Jai Shri Ram. They think the people of Tamil Nadu are going to get diverted and they're going to start looking at this. I am sorry. The people of Tamil Nadu are no longer idiots. They are not going to listen to this. They never were. They are not going to be your stooges. They are going to give you a befitting answer in 2024, and everybody is going to watch this. And this is what I would like to say. And that strict legal action has to be initiated for these kind of absolutely uncalled for statements made on a public meeting by a serving member of the parliament who has himself taken an oath under the Constitution of India. This has to be addressed very seriously.
Hareesh Mohamed, I believe, is with us at this moment. I don't know if you were able to hear what Madhuvanthii was saying. She says that, you're on the opposition parties are on self-destructive mode. And, the people are going to really teach them a befitting lesson. If you could really break it down, what was Mr. A. Raja really trying to convey here? Because almost every statement of his is probably going to boomerang. Was this even necessary at such a time?
No, the BJP will always pick in pieces whenever they don't have to address the real issue. They will pick up whatever they said and done with the religious angle.
Okay, what's the real issue here?
Foremost, whatever he said has been
Mr. Ibrahim,
usual.
Explain to us what the real issue, what Mr. A. Raja was trying to convey.
You have plenty of real issue. Can we address the real issue?
Why is he not raising them? Why is he saying that India is not a nation? Is that a real issue? Is that a real issue, Mr. Ibrahim? Tell me if that's a real issue.
When the SBI is asking for six months, no, if you're asking a query and if you're not allowing me to speak, let me walk off. This is not going to work out in this way. You have to be patient.
You don't have to walk off, Mr. Ibrahim. All that I'm asking you is a straightforward question. You said that the BJP... let me complete. You said that the BJP is not really talking about real issues.
You have the patience.
Neither is the opposition. Okay, go ahead.
100%. When does the BJP spoke the real issue? When does they address the real issue? Now the SBI has been asking for 6 months time in the Supreme Court. That is not a real issue for you. Whether they have got the illegal bonds through all means of electoral bonds, whether they have used those money to siphon all the MLAs and MPs across the state, this is not the real issue for you guys. And whenever there is a real issue to be addressed, you guys go ahead and pick and parcel the religious angle. But it doesn't work out in Tamil Nadu. That is the first and foremost thing. People of Tamil Nadu will always make sure the religious angle doesn't interfere with politics. Whatever the BJP persons or people inside the BJP party tries in Tamil Nadu, they will be a zero. They will be a real zero in Tamil Nadu. They have to make sure. And number two, unemployment is not a real issue for you, and the GDP reversal is not a real issue for you. And whatever the Modi has promised in his last 10 years, whether he has achieved anything, he has brought India and the constitution under the foray of, at least he has dismantled every constitution aspect. And this is not the real issue for you. The people of Tamil Nadu, not only the people of Tamil Nadu, the people of entire India will show him the exit door for 2024. As like Madam quoted as a final speech, she was telling that the entire Tamil people will be throwing out the DMK. That is not the case.
Can I just give him one answer?
Across India.
Okay, Mr. Hareesh Mohamed Ibrahim. Mr. Hareesh Mohamed Ibrahim. Can I come in now? I've allowed you to speak. I've heard you very patiently. If I can come in now, you are talking about a host of things that the BJP is not picking up, and you're also referring to, you guys. I don't know the tone that you're taking here. I don't want to get into that. But Mr. A. Raja saying that India is not a country but a subcontinent of different states. Him saying that Tamil Nadu will not accept Jai Shri Ram, Bharat Mata ki Jai. Now, is this him talking about the real issues? Why is he wading into this controversy if it's the BJP that promulgates this? You could have stayed out of it. You could have spoken about unemployment. You could have spoken about SEBI. You could have spoken about these issues that, was mentioned. But instead, A. Raja decides to, in fact, speak about these aspects. That's exactly what we're saying. Aren't you giving into the hands of the BJP?
Political leaders will always address those real issues. But the BJP will
Who's bringing up religion here? It's not the BJP. BJP didn't make any sort of comment here. It was the DMK that made the comment.
Common man,
but why aren't they being raised? Why instead are you bringing Jai Shri Ram and Tamil Nadu if religion?
Sir, the same people of Tamil Nadu.
Okay, you're saying he's addressing that issue.
Clearly, categorically will make sure. No, I'm not able to hear you.
Okay, I'll also bring in Umer Junaidi till we fix that. Mr. Junaidi, Mr. Hareesh Mohamed Ibrahim here says that the DMK has been speaking about this because they wanted to really address these kind of issues that are being raised by the BJP, which are actually non-issues. But overall, today we saw some of the Congress leaders not probably agreeing with the kind of statements that came in from A. Raja. So here, there is an issue when it comes to these opposition parties ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Now, considering that you're all one, it's an India bloc that you call yourselves. Statements from any of, your alliance partners is going to dent the hopes of the Congress party. They're going to dent the hopes of the India bloc as well. How are they going to really ensure that this does not happen time and again? Because if it is going to give the BJP enough ammunition, or like the BJP is saying, if you're going to go in self-destructive mode, it's going to be advantage BJP.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to say to you and to your audience that the BJP in entire nation doesn't have the report card of success to show and ask for the votes from the general public. Since the elections are near, they are targeting each and every move of the India alliance, as well as the Congress party, as well as the every move of Rahul Gandhi. Now, out of nowhere, what A. Raja thinks India is a nation or subcontinent is not the topic to be discussed and debated on. What he tried to say is India is the junction of several cultures and several traditions which are to be followed. It might be the aspect that India is not this particular nation. India is the subcontinent of larger nations who follow the different traditions, whatever he might have been saying it. So just getting into shoes of A. Raja and getting things clear is very much important. Rather, we sit here and talk whatever Raja says was wrong, right? This is not the topic. The topic is the real issues, why the inflation has not been reduced, why the youths have not been
This is
employed.
the topic for the discussion today. The last I heard was today's topic is about A. Raja and not about
Mr. Junaidi,
not being
I
the
don't
topic.
understand. I don't understand. You all keep saying that the real issue should be referred to, should be debated. But why don't your leaders really discuss these real issues? Instead, go on stage there and say, well, India is not a nation. Go on stage there and say that don't chant Jai Shri Ram. It is giving into the BJP. I'll also bring in Vijay Grover. Let's bring a neutral perspective here. Let's bring a neutral perspective, Mr. Grover. You've heard from two ends of the spectrum, Mr. Grover. What do you make of such statements that repeatedly come in?
Well, see, Deepak, let's say that if BJP's political campaign hinges on Ram, the DMK's hinges on the Dravidian mindset. I will not say politics, the Dravidian mindset. The fact that, the debate of Aryan versus Dravidian is not new. We've seen it for decades. I've lived in Chennai for, most of my life. And I can say that, this is where the Dravidian politics evolved from, because the kind of, demonization of Ravan and the Dravidians, which has been done in several chapters of Ramayana, or, the versions of Ramayana, is clearly something where we see this kind of, reactions coming from. So clearly, if, the BJP is banking on Ram, the Dravidian politicians are banking on bashing or, attacking the Hindu Dharma. That is something because they feel that's a very Brahminical attacks which have happened. And, in the South, if you look at, most of the people in Tamil Nadu, and A. Raja is not fully wrong when he says that most of the people do not accept Ram. Because for us, it is Perumal or it is INRs that we look at. And, this is where the South Indian religious beliefs emerge from. Now, how this has got distorted and how it is being misused by all the politicians in the South, that is something which is very unfortunate. I do not 100% subscribe to what A. Raja is saying. Maybe the interpretation that he tried to convey was different of, trying to evolve the Dravidian identity instead of, trying to attack Ram. That would have been better in terms of
but that's where the crux of the matter lies, Mr. Grover. Why we are taking this issue up, one of the reasons is because there is an alliance at this point in time. Mr. A. Raja cannot really think about Dravidian politics alone. The India bloc is trying to do well even up north. And this issue, when it is spoken on a public dais, it's not going to be limited to Tamil Nadu alone. When you have a minister really take this issue up, Mr. Hareesh Mohamed, if you could come back into this, and also need the BJP to really rebut both of you all. So very quickly, if you could tell us here, aren't the alliance partners looking at the broader picture, that is the Lok Sabha elections, and you don't need just seats from Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Karnataka, you need it from even the northern states.
Well, see, Deepak, one thing very clearly is the DMK's politics hinges on its own survival. And they are looking at it, though they're a part of the India alliance, but they know that out of the 39, they need to win 39 the way it has happened in the past. And that is what they're trying to ensure by this kind of, attack on the BJP and its religious politics. So that is something
Mr. Grover, I wanted to take that question across to Mr. Hareesh Mohamed. I'm going to take that across. I'll come back to you in just a moment. Mr. Ibrahim, go ahead.
Yeah. The same thing as categorically said, Dravidian ideology is for the entire Indian and for the humanity, because we speak on social justice, where all the Aryan Dravidian ideology.
But that's not working for you. The numbers are not showing that.
Because we speak on. How come 39 out of 39 we are winning the hearts of the people of Tamil Nadu? What do you need more? You tell me, what do you need more? But the divisive politics which has been played under the
I'm talking about the recently held assembly elections. The BJP swept all the 3 northern states, and even then Sanatan issue was one of the main talking points. In almost every rally, the BJP raked that up, and they've got their electoral benefits. So being an alliance partner here, you can't just think about Tamil Nadu at this juncture, can you?
Media doesn't address the real issue. Because media like you doesn't address the real issue to people of the
Why aren't your leaders addressing the real issues then? Instead of talking about Jai Shri Ram, instead of talking about India not being a nation, you rather speak about the real issues.
Rahul Gandhi, right from
If your own leaders are giving fodder
and you
in
itself
this
keep
way,
on speaking, then what is the purpose of me being here?
No, because you're now pinning the blame on the media for a statement that A. Raja makes, for a statement that Mr. Lalu Prasad makes.
100%.
Why don't you have control over what the alliance partners really say?
100%. Why you haven't taken the SBI asking for a 6 months of time in the Supreme Court?
Every issue has been taken up, Mr. Ibrahim, and today's topic is Mr. A. Raja's statement. The comment that is required is on that. We will of course discuss that issue if and when required, and every issue has been taken up on the channel, and I don't need to explain to you how editorially calls are taken. That's not my job here. The question here is, the debate is pretty simple, and we have in fact invited you to speak on what Mr. A. Raja has said and why he said it, and what are the repercussions politically. You don't need to give me a lecture on what I need to do editorially here.
I have cleared. The same we are saying. The people of Tamil Nadu doesn't even need a lecture from the BJP party. Simple. We know how to deal the religious angle, how to deal the political.
Precisely the point. Okay, I'll bring in the BJP very quickly here. Mr. Ibrahim, I get your point, but what I don't get is you limiting yourself to just Tamil Nadu, because we've seen with the same Sanatan issue how it was used. We've seen how it was a poll debacle really for the India bloc of North.
All, sir.
And whether
the social justice development is for entire India.
Because your leaders are limiting their thought only to Tamil Nadu. Now being an alliance partner, you're not looking at the bigger picture. Madhuvanthii, come in, because we've had a couple of sharp reactions that have come in from both the political analysts. I want you to come in as well.
You're not looking beyond.
If I'm allowed to speak, I can come in, sir.
Madhuvanthii, go ahead.
Can I speak? Since you asked me, my name is Madhuvanthii on this debate. Can I speak?
Yes, please go ahead. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yeah.
Very loud and clear. Please go ahead. We just have a minute or two left.
I
want you
understand.
to quickly address both those topics that they referred to.
I completely understand, sir, and I would like to make it very, very clear that you invited all of us on this debate today based on what the topic was, that Mr. A. Raja has made these derogatory remarks. So the debate's topic is very clear. If Mr. Ibrahim was not clear enough about what topic he was coming to speak about, he should have checked with you instead of coming on to national television and asking you to and explaining to you as to how to do your job. Secondly, I would like to ask him, real issue. The real issue in Tamil Nadu today is the huge drug cartel that is being exposed day by day. Why is it that nobody from the DMK or Mr. Ibrahim are talking about that? Why are they talking about Jai Shri Ram and India not being a nation? That is the real issue. Please ask him to talk about that issue. And then you can talk about the rest of the issues. I'm sorry, I don't need lectures from you about other reports.
First they have to check
Mr.
the I.N.D.I.A port for all those things. First they have to check the I.N.D.I.A port.
Talk to me about Jafar Sadiq. Talk to me about Jafar Sadiq. That is the real issue in Tamil Nadu. Talk to me about Jafar Sadiq.
Mr. Ibrahim, Madhuvanthii was very quiet while you were speaking. Well, let's give her a moment. She's speaking in the debate after all of you all did get enough opportunity.
That's how
of course, she's going to address what you said.
The real issue.
Okay, very quickly, Madhuvanthii, I have about 30 seconds.
The real issue in Tamil Nadu is the huge drug cartel that is being exposed day by day. Mr. Jafar Sadiq, why is Mr. Ibrahim not talking about that real issue and is going into diversions about what the Supreme Court of India asked about electoral bonds, when he knows fully well the DMK also made use of those electoral bonds. In fact, the percentage of the DMK was much more.
Okay, the BJP says issues are being diverted. Madhuvanthii, unfortunately, I'm really out of time here. But, both the analysts believe that this sort of an issue is something that will appeal to, the Dravidian people. It will appeal to a lot of people, even up north is some of their opinion. But whether the BJP continues to gain through such sort of statements is the bigger question. We're slipping in a quick break. Thanking all our panelists. We'll be right back.
Co-presented by